Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Redmi 14C. 5 major reasons why you should pick this phone up. So make sure you guys stay locked in to the end of the video. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So I picked up the Redmi 14C about 3 weeks ago, and I definitely wanted to follow up on this phone because I think it's going to offer a lot of features and, things that you can actually take advantage of. If you're like, the type of person who likes budget smartphones, this is definitely going to be a budget price smartphone, but it's also going to be very economical for people who are looking for a feature rich phone that's going to offer not only really good features, but also really good value for your money. So make sure you guys stay locked in with me because we're going to be talking about 5 major reasons to buy the Redmi 14C in this video. And I want to basically go over everything that I think would be a selling point for this smartphone because it's definitely going to stand out in a lot of ways, especially for, what you're spending to actually pick this one up. So yeah, let's touch on the first thing, which is the personalization of this phone. So this phone has some really good personalization when it comes to it. Obviously, out of the box, you're going to be getting the 18 watts fast charging right here. So it does offer that, which is actually cool. You also do get a case, which is also inside. They're going to pack a 33 watt charging brick, which is actually crazy because it's going to be supporting 18 watts, but they do pack a brick that is way beyond that. You also get your SIM remover tool in there, as well as the charging cable, as well as the charging adapter. So you can actually plug this into the wall inside of the US. And so yeah, I've always been a fan of Redmi phones, especially all the way back to the Redmi Note 8 Pro, which was one of my favorite ones. This one is no exception. So it's got all the features that you need with this. I do like the personalization of this one because it's got like really good features that you could use. Right here, you get your shortcuts on the home display, which will allow you to access your wallpaper carousel, which is kind of crazy. So you could agree to that. And then it's going to change the wallpapers and allow you to actually get different wallpapers at your own discretion. So yeah, if you want to do the carousel, you could easily do that just by swiping right here. And so yeah, it's going to give you the option to kind of play around with the wallpapers. Really good, solid option. I think this is something that's really sick that they offer when it comes to the personalization. You also have your camera right here that you can get to straight from the lock screen, which is going to be pretty crazy. So you have that swipe down to get your features right here on the camera. Let me turn up the brightness all the way so you guys can actually see the screen. It's actually all the way up, full brightness. And yeah, we're going to get into the full features of the display. But yeah, the personalization is really one of the main things about this phone that I like. It's got portrait, nighttime, 50 megapixel. And obviously you can customize the shutter options to your liking. So let's take a shot with the 50 megapixel. That actually looks really clear. So yeah, the personalization is the #1 feature. So when I say personalization, I'm talking about the themes right here. When you go into the themes, you get the ability to customize it to your preference. So you can see we have themes. You can go to new. One of the things about this is that all of this is going to actually be free. So you have your dynamic themes right here. So you can actually choose between all of these. On the Samsung phones, you actually spend money with like most of the stuff that's actually inside of the themes option. But with the Redmi and these Xiaomi phones, they actually provide it to you free of charge. So yeah, this is going to be one of the funnest parts about using it. If you find one you like, you can actually go ahead and click it. And then it's gonna, this one is basically anime themes. So let's check out one of these just because I like anime a little bit. Let me see. I don't really like any of those ones, but you could kind of play around with it. Not only will you get themes, but you'll get wallpapers as well right here. So you could just customize the wallpapers as well. You could select categories. And so it's going to be really very, very immersive. You could really kind of get lost in the customization on this one. So yeah, this wallpaper is kind of sick. Let me go ahead and heart that, apply it. And obviously it's going to make you sign into the Xiaomi account before you access any of these wallpapers. So I just want to mention that you will have to actually, sign up for, with this one, actually, you don't have to, like the wallpapers right here, you don't have to, but some of them will require you to actually create an account or whatever. So yeah, it's going to be pretty painless. You could just go ahead, hit home screen for this one. I like this one too, the legacy right here. So let's go ahead and make that my lock screen. So yeah, this phone has a lot. And then it says, do you want to turn off the wallpaper mix? Yes, we could do that. And then now you get your free wallpapers on here. If you want to get the really personalized ones, you can create a Xiaomi account, which is also free of charge. So yeah, not only can you customize the themes on here, but you could also customize the wallpapers and the ringtones. And even if you go right here where it says my account, it lets you customize the fonts as well as the icons. And then right here, you can customize your status bar, boot animation, boot audio. So you can customize the sound. And then it's already set to the default one. You get your boot animations right here, which you could probably download more. Lock screen styles. I already had a couple of them that I had downloaded here. A status bar. You could customize all the status bars from the themes you already downloaded. And yeah, so it's going to be very customizable. So that's the number one reason that you should buy, the number one major reason you should buy the Xiaomi 14C. Now, the second reason you should buy the Xiaomi 14C is that this device is actually going to be supported up until 9/25/2028, which is basically, I would say, like a little bit less than 3 years. You get 2 years of OS updates on here. So you're going to get Android 15, Android 16. And so for a phone that's actually marked right now at $124, I definitely think that's going to be a solid deal, because HMD Global actually offers the same amount of updates. Motorola with the G Stylus, phone, they only offer 1 year update with the OS. So yeah, this one actually gives you 2 years of OS updates, and then you also get 3 years of security patches. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good when it comes to the longevity of using this device if you want to hold on to it for multiple years at a time. So if you go to the settings right here, and then you just click on About Phone for a second, all you have to do is, it's going to say Xiaomi Hyper OS 1.0.10.0. And then it says right here, right now I have the 128 gigabyte model. You could actually get the model that has 256 as well, but this is going to have 4 gigabytes of RAM with extended memory boosting on this. So yeah, as you can see, it's running Android 14. The detailed specs are here, so you can see 4 gigabytes of RAM and everything like that. But yeah, I think 2 years of updates for this type of phone is actually really good, especially considering the price. It's actually telling me that I have to reboot the device in order to check out the software update. But it says what's new is that it's being updated to the November 24th, the November 2024 security patch. But just keep in mind, I haven't updated this phone in about 2 months. So let's go ahead and reboot it and see what the new software is going to look like. All right, so this is the first animation. It has the Mi logo in the middle, with powered by Android down below. I just felt the vibration when that came up on the screen. And so this is the boot up process right now after downloading that software update. There's definitely going to be more software updates that I have to check on with this one because I haven't been really keeping it up to date. But I just wanted to mention that that's the number 2 major reason to buy the Xiaomi Redmi 14C 4G LTE. All right, so this is what the phone looks like right upon boot. Let me go ahead and enter my PIN number right now, and it's back up to the screen right here after the installation. So yeah, I really am a big fan of HyperOS. I think it's one of my favorite softwares besides the One UI. I think this one might be like right there with it when it comes to like feature rich capabilities on here. So if you go to About Phone after the update and you go into the software, you're going to notice that, we are running on January 1st, 2025. And if you want to get you see right here, it says successfully updated right here at the top. So let me make the brightness a little bit brighter. So that's the highest brightness. And it says updated to the patch January 2025, which is the latest one. I could actually check to see if there's more. But yeah, I definitely think that for the price that you're spending on this device, 2 years of updates plus 3 years of patches is going to be sufficient. You also do get system app updater on here too, so you can keep all your apps up to date. It says that they are. So that's going to be the number 2 major reason to buy the Xiaomi 14C. But the way that you actually check for updates is you go to About Phone on here, and then you click the HyperOS logo at the top, and then it should take you right into the check-in up for new update screen. It says no updates available. Excuse me. And then, so it'll tell you what's new with the latest one that you got. And this one just says increased system security. All right, so the third major reason to buy the Xiaomi 14C is going to be the 120 hertz display. Now, it is going to be, 450 nits, but 600 nits peak brightness on here. You actually get 120 hertz touch sampling rate and up to 240 hertz support when it comes to touch sampling. But like as far as like the refresh rate is actually going to be 120 hertz. So, the touch sampling rate is really crazy. It's 240, which is double what the refresh rate is. So let's say if you're gaming on this one, and one of the gaming controllers that I really like when it comes to these phones is the SMX right here. So all you have to do is plug it into the Type-C port, extend it into the phone, lock it in. I'm going to go ahead and play some Battle Prime, but one of the other things I wanted to show you is that on the home screen I actually have the optimizer for the gaming. So this thing does have optimized gaming if you want to enhance your gameplay. So basically all you have to do is go into the option, I think it's tools right here, and then you just have to look for it. Like everything is kind of like, there's so many features on this phone. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming because you have to like basically find it. So what I'm going to do is go to game space. I think it's called game space. You could just type it right here. They also have like a game center. Let me go back. And so, hold on one second. All right, so basically to find the optimization for gaming, you're going to hit settings. Then you're going to go into right here, we'll go all the way down where it says additional settings. Click that, and then what you want to do is click this one where it says game turbo. So just go ahead, click that. And then this is going to be like your game like space or your game launcher or whatever, where it's going to optimize the gameplay. So like this is pretty cool because you can go get to all your games through this method, and you could just scroll through them right here and choose whatever game you want to play. But then you can also go right here into the settings option, and then it has the ability where you can turn on the general settings, performance, so performance optimization, bandwidth priority, memory exceptions, So you can customize those as well and make it a little bit more snappy. So when you're gaming on this, it's going to be a little bit more snappy and a little bit more responsive. But this is using the MediaTek Helio processing chip on here, and so it's not going to be the one of the most highest performing chips that you'll ever use, but I think this little application right here will help. So let me just show you some of the gaming when it comes to the Redmi 14C. Another thing is that when the game is loaded up or launching, you can swipe here from the top left corner and you can get your boosted performance mode and go ahead and you can boost the performance. So now it's going to be a little bit more optimized while you're gaming. It'll show you the frame rate right here while you're gaming. So let's get out of that. It also lets you clear memory and free up space while you're gaming. So let me connect to the game. But this is a beautiful 6.88 inch LCD IPS display. Like I said, it's got 120 hertz with 260 pixels per inch density. So let's go ahead and jump into a game and I'll show you how it performs. All right, so we're actually in the gameplay right now. It's actually performing pretty good. So it's a little bit laggy. Every now and then it is a little bit laggy. So I just wanted to mention that, but for the most part, it's holding up pretty well. But yeah, one of the things that I really like about the phone is that it has a really good display. It also does have, let me see. So you can see it is a little bit, it's not the most smoothest game performance I've seen on a budget phone, but it definitely can compete. You can see there is going to be a little bit of choppiness when you're gaming on here. So I just want to mention that. But yeah, the other thing is that the build quality of this device is another thing that I really like besides the display. You're actually getting the headphone jack at the top. You're getting like this vegan leather finish on the back. It's also going to be water resistant, splash resistant and dust resistant. So not only is the screen going to be built very well, but it's also going to be really nice to the touch when it comes to that like leather finish on the back as well. Now, another thing I like about this device is the features. Now, it's not going to have NFC, but it does have some cool features like a compass on here, which is actually pretty rare to find out of the box on a smartphone. So you get that built in. You also get Bluetooth 5.4 on here, which is actually ridiculous because it's like I haven't seen a device that actually launched with Bluetooth 5.4. So that's also going to be nice. Another thing is that this does have casting ability. So you can do screen recorder, you could do screencast right here. So when you hit screencast, it'll basically allow you to pair your mobile device to the other display that you're trying to cast it to once you allow everything. And then it'll say search in by, device, and then it'll pop up all the nearby, TVs next to you, like the Roku TVs next to you, smart TVs. And so you could basically pair that up on this budget device, which is another solid feature that I like about it. Another thing is it does have app lock. So that's going to be pretty solid because if you go to additional settings and then you go down, you also have one-handed mode. You also have the gestures feature. So it has double press if you want to launch the flashlight on here. So I just double press that and I get my flashlight. I also have the option to launch camera with the double press on the power button, 3-finger screenshot, long press for assistant, double tap on the fingerprint sensor to have a customized one as well. So this is pretty sick. I really like this, the features on here. And then it does have app lock. And basically app lock is going to allow you to basically, so the one-handed mode, you could swipe down right here from the bottom and it'll make it one-handed, because it's going to be really convenient to use this device with one hand mode because it's so large with the 6.6 inch display, the 6.8 inch display, my bad. But swiping down from here is like a little bit, it's kind of a trick that you have to like get used to. And then it'll pop down and it'll allow you to use it in the one-handed mode. But like I said, you're going to have app lock on here. So one of the things I think YouTube is like whenever you go to an app, let me show you. For instance, if I go to YouTube, let me see if I can find it real fast. Let me go back to the home screen right here. And it should just be right here inside of the Google Apps. Here it is inside of my movies and videos. So whenever I launch YouTube, it'll ask for my fingerprint. And so you have security where whenever you launch an app, it'll ask you for your fingerprint before you open the app. So it has that security where, you know, people can't just pick up your phone and open apps. They actually have to get the authentication to actually use it, or the permission to use it with the, you know, the fingerprint sensor. So that's another solid feature I like. Also, that game mode with all the games built in, Game Center, is really cool because you don't actually have to download like games on your phone. You could just use these quick games that are actually available. And so yeah, this is going to be pretty solid too. So it's just like see, like it's going to ask me for my fingerprint, and that is opening up Chrome. So obviously this is going to be played through the Chrome browser. So basically it's just a quick game, a way to play games on here without downloading the actual app. So it's probably like the HTML, like old school games that they used to have back in the day.
Get ready.
So you basically turn left and right on the steering wheel. You have forward. It's a little bit sketchy, like, but yeah, like you can find games that you want to play on here. The single firing speaker, so it's not going to have dual speakers. It's not going to have NFC on this, but it has basically an FM radio as well on here. So if you want to capitalize on that, you do have the FM radio available as well. You also have a lot of optimization features to keep it, you know, running smoothly, such as this one where you can clean up some of the files that are not being used in the background. So yeah, overall, I think it's going to be a pretty solid device. You have that compass, like I mentioned earlier, and you have the FM radio and also the calculator, clock, scanner, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty solid device when it comes to the features offered. The last feature that I definitely thought was worth mentioning is in sound. This one is actually cool because if you go inside of sound, it has like the Mi audio, which is really sweet. So let's go into sound effects right here. I think it's right here, yeah. And then you have Xiaomi sound. So if you click Xiaomi sound, make sure that's on. Turn up the brightness, and then the other thing you can do is you could hit graphics equalizer right here, and it'll customize the sound coming out of your phone from custom rock, jazz, pop, classic, hip hop, blues, electronic, metal, and then you have your own customizable one, so you can actually customize the sound right out of the box, which is going to be pretty solid on here. But the fifth major reason to buy this phone is obviously going to be the price. It's only $120. You get 2 years of software updates. It's using the Hyper OS, which is actually really solid and customizable and running on Android 14. It's got pretty much everything that you need. It doesn't have 5G, so if that's something that you want, this phone will be running on 4G LTE, which is perfectly fine for me. I really don't care for 5G. But yeah, this is still going to be pretty solid overall. Let me know what you guys think about the 5 major reasons to buy the Xiaomi 14 in the comment section. And let me know what are some of your reasons to buy it. Let me know that down below. I'm kind of interested to get your take. But I just wanted to tap in and let you guys know what I thought about this one. But if you're still here, just type down in the comment section down below. I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And make sure you hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help boost the engagement on this one. But yeah, let me check out this wallpaper real quick that I just downloaded. Let me see how that looks. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You get that customization from Android. That's the best feature about Android that I like. But yeah, I just wanted to tap in with you real quick and let you guys see how this phone has been holding up after 3 months. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll get back with you. I'll check you guys later. Namaste.